Entertainment. Now, what's like the first thing you think about when you hear that word? Throughout the past couple years, I've noticed that a big popular way to find new ways of entertaining people is creating new sports. I remember when I saw the first clip of that slap boxing sport that's still around. I didn't think it would still exist at this day, but it's still popular. Where people take turns slapping the fuck out of somebody or the person in front of them, and I think whoever falls down or gets knocked out first loses, something like that. Well, whatever. It seems like every once in a while a new sport comes to existence. Some kind of odd and mind boggling in some sort of way, or some plain out fucking stupid. What you just witnessed is actually a new sport in New Zealand that is gaining recent popularity due to these clips that are showing up on social media and the internet. Those clips are actually from the recent championship that happened. So apparently, this has been a thing that's been in development for a little while. I'm assuming the past year or so. And it's exactly what it looks like: two people on opposite sides, an offense and a defense, and they just go full sprint until they just hit each other in the middle. I'm guessing the hopes is to knock each other the fuck out. The person that falls is the loser, and there's some sort of point system. I'm not too sure. I'm actually just shocked that this is a thing, apparently. Looking more into it, it does seem there's a multi-round system. There's an offense and a defense, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You either want to run through the other person or lay out the other person. That's what it seems like the rules are, how things are judged. But don't worry, there are safety measures in place, especially the minimum 30-second cooldown they get after a collision to make sure they can revive themselves a little bit after they get their first concussion of the day. Looking at the clip, it looks like they're partnered with Kicker some way, so it's obviously getting more popular, or will be getting more popular in some sense, especially since all these videos are flooding across the internet right now. I mean, it's pretty much just CTE speedrunning at this point. That's all I'm seeing. It takes the most violent and dangerous parts of collision-based sports like football, rugby, or hockey, and things like that, and and that is the sole reason to watch this. To watch people literally kill each other. I mean, these people are doing this for probably a couple $100. I mean, there's no way they're getting paid that much. And there's plenty of clips that are just as bad as the first one I shown. I mean, here, I'll show you a couple more. This is probably the most insanely idiotic sporting idea I have ever seen. It's basically the equivalent of asking my friend, hey, let's have a competition of putting my nuts in between a door and just repeatedly slamming and seeing who can fucking last longer and deal with the pain. I mean, you're literally putting yourself up. You're putting your life on the line for this shit. If you actually played football before, you probably get a sense of deja vu seeing this new sport. That's because it's pretty much a carbon copy or its own little twist on a football drill that at least I used to do whenever I played football back in high school. We used to call it the Oklahoma drill. Essentially, you started on your backs, and when the whistle was blown, each person stood up and just ran and tried to hit each other as hard as humanly possible. And it was banned. It is completely banned in America. You're not allowed to do it in Pee-wee, middle school, if you have middle school football, high school football, or even professional. It is banned, and it's banned for a good reason. It's because it is fucking dangerous. It is a stupid drill to do. There's no benefit for it. It's dumb. And mind you, we were doing these drills in full pads. We had helmets, mouth guards, shoulder pads, leg pads, whatever. We had it all. We had protection on, and it was still banned because how dangerous it was. I mean, I witnessed people get knocked out. I've seen somebody get carted off in an ambulance because of it. It's stupid. It's a stupid drill that you don't need to add on top of an already very physically demanding sport. And these people decided it would be a fantastic idea to take that and turn it into its own separate sport, its own thing, because we want to sell entertainment to the masses. It's going to succeed in establishing some sort of audience. I mean, violent sporting events geared towards some sort of entertainment, it sells. UFC is literally about trained professional fighters just beating the shit out of each other. Like, there's rules and stuff to help prevent, you know, permanent or serious injuries and stuff, but it's literally a sport based on violence. So it sucks that that's a possibility because they're taking something that's so dangerous from another sport, something that's like one of the, if not the highest cause of permanent injury, like in football and the NFL. I mean, I've seen people get paralyzed, they're knocked out, carted off, and they have permanent brain damage. It's literally proven that hits like this fuck you up, man. They fuck you up. I mean, just to really set in like how dangerous it is, let me just give you one more clip that, I mean, if you just move these people ever so slightly a different direction, it can change from just a hard hit and they get back up to something that fucks up these people for life. I mean, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? It's one issue whenever there's a sport that has violent nature in it like this, and it's another when it's purely just this. It's like we're going back in time, back when the Roman Empire still existed and people were fighting and like gladiators were fighting and literally killing each other for the people's entertainment. Like what are we doing? There's no other reason to do this other than to show people getting fucked up and sell it to people. That's all it is. And I mean, it could just be me. I mean, I've experienced hits like that whenever I was in school or playing sports back when I was a kid, and it doesn't feel good. It hurts the body, and I guess it kind of just maybe it hits me a little deeper because I know what these guys are putting their bodies through for pennies. Essentially, these are hits that no matter how dangerous or how bad it looks, it's every hit is permanent repercussions for these people's bodies, and it baffles me that there's people that have money and can start things like this and be okay with the product they're putting out. It just bothers me in that aspect as well. And I think I think it should be stopped. I think somebody should go in and stop it. Like I said, there's plenty of sports out there that are violent in nature that you could probably question as well. But there should be a stopping point. Like this is one of the sports that be like, hey, this is too much. Like this is too much. Everybody who's coming into this sport will like almost without a doubt leave with some sort of permanent physical repercussions because they played it. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I saw it, it pissed me off. I had to yap about it a little bit, but I'll talk to y'all later.